you for my confidence. They're raining down on me.
Yes, 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 yes. We're back again with another life transforming show right here on Transformations 3K TV with your host with the most, Pastor G. How are you doing, everybody? And today I've got my young brother. This young brother is more than a triple threat. He's a multiple threat. He's an entrepreneur. He's into tech. Secondly, he's a choir director. Also, he's into bagpipes. And I'll tell you what that means, what it means that he's into bagpipes. But also, he is a father and he's a husband. And it's none other than young Bets Beto.
What's good,
Shibaba,
Pastor?
how are you doing, my bro?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for coming to Transformations with Pastor G.
It's an honor to be here.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
Now, Albert, I know you are a choir director. You are a music producer. You are into tech. You are also into marching bands or bagpipes. Very interesting combination. and I'm sure out there, there are young Alberts there, sitting out there. But tosvika palevel seyekuti tinokwanisa kutransforma, to become this Optimus Prime, who's into all these things, who can do all these things, who's very multidimensional, and so just interesting. But before we get into that, people want to know, is there a real human being? Where were you born? How did you grow up? Where did you grow up? Were you just a regular person? Just tell us a little bit more about yourself.
All right. Albert Mtengwa was born in 19 May 1990. I grew up here in Harare, Greendale. So I did my primary education at Cotton Salu Primary School. There, I wouldn't say I was someone who was outstanding. I was just someone who was average. I can say I didn't believe that I've got that potential to push through, to do the extraordinary. But 2003, that's when I enrolled at Churchill School, my Form 1 till Upper 6. To be honest, that's where I actually realized that I've got the potential, being a leader and everything.
I feel you're that because I went to Ellis Robbins and we were bitter enemies with the Bulldogs. We were the Dolphins. Yeah, I mean, it's generations apart, man. In 1990, that was my first year working.
That's when I was born.
Yeah, that's when you were born. So 1990, I was working at a company called Field Technical Sales in Granite Side. So. But before that, I was at Ellis Robbins, and we used to have bitter fights with
Bulldogs.
With Bulldogs. But also, just noticing, when did your interest in music peak? Where did you say that your formative years, the Churchill years, were the years where you really started exploring, a number of things in life. Was that where the music bug kind of like beat you?
All right, for me, the music bug, funny enough, it actually started around when I was in grade 5.
Grade 5?
So what happened, I wasn't part of any choir, part of any music club, but there was this teacher who came through at Courtney. His name was Shamukimi. He was very good on the piano. He played not only the classic music, but I remember that's the time which dominated that song, Tati's Gubu.
Yes.
That is Gubu.
Yes.
So,
yes. Apple Seed and all
yes,
those guys. Yeah.
We were used to know that the keyboard, the piano should play classic hymns and everything. So when he came through, his first lesson, he played that song. So I was amazed. How did he manage to do it on that classical thing? So from then, I started developing my interest in music to such a point that even at church, I would tell the keyboardist that on this certain song, you should play this melody, but I couldn't play it. But I would actually tell him.
So you were musical, really?
Yeah, I was musical. I would actually tell him, play like this, play like this. So yeah, it was just like that. That's how I developed my music interest.
And secondary school. I know. Churchill is very musical with the marching band. What do you guys call that?
All right. That one
With
we
the bagpipes.
that one we call it the pipe band. So
Band, yes.
the interesting thing for me being at Churchill, being at Churchill, we're told about the history of the band, that the band was the first in Zimbabwe and one of the first in Africa. So for me, I was like, wow. Even, I know a lot of people might know it, that same band is still the one which is in the Guinness Book World Records.
Wow.
400 hours non-stop piping.
Wow.
So for me, I wanted to be part of that. So that's when I was entrusted with the band when I was in the upper six. That's when I was made the prefect in charge of the pipe band. So this was 2008. From then, that's when I went to varsity for 4 years. Coming back to Zim, the school then said, you need to come back. Now you're coming back as the manager for the band. So that's how I'm still with the band.
You're still doing the pipe.
Yeah.
The bagpipes.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing the bagpipes.
So how is it from a national point of view? Is now Churchill the only school that does bagpipes, or there are more?
Okay. Right now, we've got Churchill and St. John's College. St. John's College because...
Green Blazer.
Yeah, Green Blazer, because its roots are from Churchill. For people who know their history.
Yeah.
Green Blazer is from Churchill. Its roots in terms of cultural, in terms of a lot of things, because pretty much most of the staff who started St. John's are from Churchill. So that's how they ended up having the pipe band. But our Churchill remains my big pipes.
And still on that musical influence note, I know, yes, Churchill, yes, influences your instrumental side. Mr. Kimi,
Sham Kimi, yes.
Sham Kimi piques your interest at Courtney Solu in grade 5 to start playing the piano. Now, let's talk about musical influence. What were some of your earlier musical influences whilst you were at high school, whilst you were developing? What were some of the musical influences that pushed you to then grow this interest in music?
Okay. In high school, so what then happened in 2006, that's when I started learning the keyboard. My influence was coming from the jazz band, the Churchill jazz band.
Churchill has a jazz band.
Yeah, it has a jazz band.
On that note, let me hold you there, then we'll continue after the break. Listen, you're watching Transformations with yours truly, Pastor G. And we're talking to Albert Betts Mtengwa, the manager of the Churchill Pipe Band, and also the founder and music and executive director of Purple Pride Family Gospel Choir, which has had a number of hits. So don't touch the remote. We'll be right back.
Thank you for my confidence.